Hello, so today we're going to talk about Bifidobacterium for optional video credit number 3. So first we're going to begin by talking about the morphology of Bifidobacterium. It is gram-positive, so when you're doing a gram stain on it, it will stain blue. It is a branched rod shape, and this is depicted in the top right picture. It is non-spore forming and it is strictly anaerobic. In the bottom picture, it shows a zoomed out version. Function of Bifidobacterium. So it has many different functions, but it is known as a good bacteria and it's used as a probiotic. And a probiotic is a live microorganism that confers a health benefit on the host. They're put into food to help with digestion. Bifidobacterium is a part of the major genera of bacteria that makes up the GI tract of mammals, and it lives in the intestines in order to break down food, fight off bad organisms. It could also absorb nutrients and aid in the alleviation of different diseases, which we will talk about. In addition, Bifidobacterium can produce B vitamins and healthy fatty acids. They can digest fibers that help produce weight gain and diabetes. They could help digest complex carbs that the body doesn't have the ability to do. And they also contain plasmids. And plasmids aren't shown in a lot of gram-positive bacteria, but they could encode genes for traits that are beneficial to their host. So they're important in Bifidobacterium. And the picture to the left just depicts different functions that we kind of already talked about. It could suppress the growth of pathogenic microorganisms. It's useful for patients with IBS, which I'll talk about. It could also normalize intestinal microflora, participate in the biosynthesis of vitamins, support the immune system, and stimulate intestinal motility. Bifidobacterium can treat many different diseases, and obviously, since it's in the intestinal tract, it could help treat diarrhea and constipation. It could help treat irritable bowel syndrome, also known as IBS. And within IBS, Bifidobacterium can help alleviate bloating, cramps, abdominal pain. It could treat eczema, and this is shown a lot in infants, but it has a protective effect on the microbiome when people have to take antibiotics for eczema. It could help treat colon cancer because it has been shown to be effective in combating cancer cells. And it could also treat small intestinal bacterial growth, also known as SIBO. And this Bifidobacterium helps reduce symptoms and replenish good bacteria. And to the right, I just show a little picture cartoon of bacteria. Lactobacilli and Bifidobacterium are both important good bacterias that could help treat SIBO. Bifidobacterium in infants. So when I was researching on this topic, infants came up as a connection to Bifidobacterium because it's one of the first types of bacteria that was produced in infants. And it makes up 60% of the infant gut. Its main purpose is to digest complex sugars in the breast milk. And so if a baby is best breastfed rather than bottle fed, they are shown to have higher levels of Bifidobacterium. So this is one of the reasons why mothers are often counseled to breastfeed over bottle feed. And a fun fact that I saw was during my research was that Bifidobacterium was actually first isolated from the feces of breastfed infants in 1899. And to the right, I just have a picture showing the intestinal tract of an infant and some of the bacteria. So now that we know that Bifidobacterium is beneficial, it's a good bacteria and mainly used as a probiotic. In order to increase Bifidobacterium levels in our body, obviously, and we should consume probiotics. A big thing that we're counseled to do by doctors is eat more yogurt if we want to consume more probiotics. We also want to consume prebiotics, and this is very often confused with probiotics, but prebiotics are usually carbs that help healthy bacteria grow. And obviously, Bifidobacterium is a healthy bacteria. So, prebiotics such as onions and bananas are sufficient. We also want to consume polyphenols such as green tea or cocoa because they are plant compounds that are broken down by the gut. We want to consume whole grains such as barley or brown rice, and also consume high fiber foods such as apples or almonds. And all of these will just increase our bifidobacterium levels in our GI tract. And that is all on bifidobacterium. Thank you. And this is instructor view only.